The sun hangs high in the sky, casting a warm, golden light over the tranquil settlement of Azure Watch. Sareysa, the Draenei Warlock, wanders through the village, her mind at ease, until something unusual catches her eye. In the heart of the settlement, near the large, glowing purple crystal that serves as a focal point for the village, stands cryptographer Oren. He is not alone. Beside him is a creature that immediately draws Sareysa's attention, a bear-like figure, though unlike any bear she has seen. Its fur is thick and wild, but there is something in its eyes, a glint of intelligence or perhaps a desperate need to communicate. The creature seems to be trying to convey something, its movements deliberate but not aggressive. It's as if it's caught between two worlds, struggling to make its message understood. Sareysa watches intently, her curiosity growing with each passing moment. In front of Oren and the creature, a strange wood totem is planted firmly in the ground. The totem is crudely carved, its surface rough and marked with unfamiliar symbols. From its top emanates an eerie green light, casting an unnatural glow on the scene. The light flickers and pulses, as though alive, adding a sense of foreboding to the air. Sareysa feels a subtle shift in the atmosphere, not one of danger, but of something ancient stirring. Her warlock senses are heightened, picking up on the arcane energies that seem to flow from the totem and the creature alike. It's clear to her that this is no ordinary occurrence. Something mysterious and profound is at play here, and Sareysa's curiosity compels her to investigate further.
Sareysa, I think I've finally cracked it.
Oren points toward the totem with excitement.
Look at this totem. It holds the key to understanding the Stillpine Furbolg language. Their symbols are imprinted here, and with a basic grasp of their structure, we could decipher the totems and start communicating with the Furbolgs.
That's fascinating, Oren. How do we begin?
I've already taken the first step. Here, I've noted down the basics of their symbol matrix on this parchment. Study it carefully, and then focus on the totem. It should guide you to the next language totem, helping us unravel their language further.
I'll make sure to study it thoroughly. This could open up new possibilities for us. Let's see what secrets the Furbolgs have hidden in these symbols.
As Oren hands her the parchment, Sareysa takes a moment to examine the hastily written notes. The parchment, filled with intricate symbols and Oren's detailed observations, feels like a gateway to a new understanding. Sareysa's eyes scan the text, carefully absorbing the information Oren has painstakingly compiled. Each symbol is annotated with potential meanings, Oren's speculations woven together with scholarly precision. Sareysa sits down near the totem, placing the parchment on her lap, and begins to cross-reference Oren's notes with the carvings on the totem. The symbols at first glance seem abstract and unfamiliar, but as she compares them to the notes, patterns start to emerge. She can feel the faint hum of arcane energy resonating from the totem, as if the symbols themselves are alive, waiting to be unlocked. The more she reads, the more Sareysa feels a connection to the ancient language. Oren's journal entries are insightful, revealing his deep fascination with the Furbolgs and their culture. Each line pulls her deeper into the mystery of the totem, and with every symbol she deciphers, she feels a step closer to unraveling the secrets buried within this ancient language. The totem's eerie green light flickers in rhythm with her thoughts, as if responding to her newfound understanding. Sareysa's curiosity drives her forward. She knows that these symbols are more than just a language. They hold the key to something far greater, something hidden within the heart of Azure Watch.
These markings? Owls, bears, wolves, and stags. They are more than just carvings. And this pattern of symbols, it's almost like it's trying to form a word. A-K-I-D-A, Akida. Could this be a name? Or perhaps a key to unlocking the totem's true purpose?
As Sareysa feels the totem's message resonate within her, she notices a shift in the air around her. The totem, sensing her willingness to understand and follow its guidance, seems to pulse with energy. Suddenly, a ghostly figure materializes before her, a bear-like silhouette, pale and translucent, moving with an otherworldly swiftness. Without a sound, the figure begins to run toward the north, its ghostly form bounding with purpose. Sareysa doesn't hesitate. She knows this spirit is leading her to the next piece of the puzzle. With a quick glance at the totem, she takes off after it, her curiosity driving her forward into the unknown.
These carvings, owls, bears, wolves, and stags, just like the last totem. And these symbols, C-O-O-O. It's repeating itself, almost as if it's emphasizing something important. But what does it mean? Is it another name? Or perhaps a clue to something deeper?
Like with the previous totem, as soon as Sareysa fully comprehends the message, a ghostly figure materializes before her. The ethereal bear-like silhouette appears once more, its form shimmering in the daylight. Without hesitation, it begins to move, this time leading Sareysa toward the edge of the hill. She follows closely, knowing that this spirit is guiding her towards the next step in unraveling the totem's secrets.
These same carvings again, just like the other totems. But these symbols, T-I-K-T-I, what could they be telling me this time? It's almost like each totem is revealing a piece of a larger puzzle. I have to figure out what connects them all.
Sareysa studies the totem, and this time, the symbols seem to translate faster. The patterns and imagery blend together effortlessly, as if the totem is eager to reveal its message. Familiar words begin to form in her mind, pointing her south, down the river. The totem's guidance is clear. Something awaits at the river's bottom, hidden beneath the flowing waters.
Once again, these familiar carvings. And now the symbols form the word YOR. Could this word hold the key to something greater? Every totem reveals something new, yet the bigger picture remains elusive. There must be a deeper meaning.
As Sareysa studies the totem, the once mysterious symbols now seem entirely familiar. The language, which had initially been so foreign, flows through her mind as naturally as her native tongue. With ease, she deciphers the markings, revealing the location of another furball den west of her position, near Bristlelimb village. The totem's guidance is clear, but a subtle reminder lingers if the path becomes unclear. Sareysa knows she can rely on the ancient elven road deep within the forest to find her way. Confident in her understanding, she prepares to continue her journey westward. V-A-R-K? Justice? Could this be the totem's message? Justice for what? Or perhaps for whom? This word feels powerful, but the meaning still escapes me. There is something more behind this, something I need to understand. Sareysa stood at the edge of Bristlelimb village, her eyes drawn to the images carved into the totem before her. The etchings told a dark story, a war between the Stillpine and Bristlelimb Firbolg tribes. The Bristlelimb had committed unspeakable acts against the Stillpine, acts that cried out for justice. Amidst the turmoil, a prophecy had begun to unfold. A hero, Not a Firbolg blood would rise and save the Stillpine tribe from their suffering. Sareysa knew what she had to do. The prophecy was now hers to fulfill. She would slay the Bristlelimb Firbolgs and free the Stillpine captives held in the village. This was her moment, her mission. Bristlelimb village behind her, Sareysa made her way back toward Azure Watch. There was a quiet joy in her heart, a sense of fulfillment that came with keeping the promise foretold in the prophecy. The Furbolgs were free, and justice had been done. Sareysa couldn't help but smile as she thought about the lives she had changed and the ancient words that had guided her to this moment. She had answered the call of the totems, and now, as she neared Azure Watch, she felt a deep sense of peace.
The prophecy spoke of one that would rise and deliver us from the oppressive grasp of Bristlelimb, that the spirits themselves would herald the arrival of this hero. And now, you have come. I humble myself before you, Great One.
I did only what was necessary. The totems guided me, and I followed their call. If this brings peace to your people, then I am glad to have played my part.
Arugu looked at Sareysa with a deep sense of reverence, his eyes filled with gratitude and awe. He paused for a moment, as if searching for the right words, then continued speaking, his voice steady and filled with conviction.
Promised One, you must travel north to the home of my people, Stillpine Hold. It is there that you will face your most daunting challenge. Go now. High Chief Stillpine awaits your arrival.
North? I was not expecting to travel so soon. But if this is the path I must take, I will go. Whatever challenge awaits, I am ready to face it.
As the sky darkened, Sareysa realized that her journey north would have to wait. With night falling over Azure Watch, she decided to rest until morning. The events of the day weighed on her. Freeing the Stillpines from the Bristlelimb tribe had been no small task. She had faced danger and uncertainty, but had fulfilled a key part of the prophecy. Sitting near the softly glowing crystals of Azure Watch, Sareysa reflected on the battles fought and the lives saved. Tomorrow, she would continue her journey north, ready to face whatever challenge awaited her. But for now, she allowed herself a moment of calm, knowing she would need her strength for the days ahead.